Today we're going to do a rear wheel bearing on a Renault Clio. It's quite a common thing for these to go. You can see the car's already jacked up, and we've got bits of wood underneath the front wheels because you're going to need to take the handbrake off of this. And let's get started. I've already loosened this wheel nut. Take wheel nuts off. This one's making quite a pretty little noise when it drives along. It's humming away. Right, next thing I need to do is take the dust cover off. Just an old screwdriver and a hammer, just knock it off. Like that. Next you need to take the bolt out of the middle. That's a 30mm. Just bolt out the middle. And take the drum off. As you can see, part of the wheel bearing is stuck on the hub, which is quite a normal thing. That's the middle of the wheel bearing. That's dust cover all broken. You see the wheel bearing in there, the other part of it stuck in there. It's got a retainer clip just up here. You can see it normally takes 5 to 6 tons of pressure to press these out and press them back in. And I'm going to show you how I do it without a garage press. Hopefully you'll be able to do this at home too. Next thing to do is to get this circlip out. That's the back half of the bearing that fell out on the car, if you remember, but the front part's still sitting in there. So I started getting my circlip out because I always struggle, and you don't want to watch the video for hours of me trying to get a circlip out. So, right, that's the circlip out. Put that to one side. Now what we need to do is knock this front part of the bearing out. So, because you don't want that in there. We're going to knock this middle bit out because you don't want this bearing in there. Easy as that. Then what you're left with is the case of the bearing still in there. As you can see, just like that. And beats I've done so many of these, I can show you what that case looks like. That's the case that you'll be getting out. So you can see that it's pushed in there, like I say. It needs 5 to 6 tons of pressure to push it in, but it comes out the front. Comes out the front. There's a lip round there, so you'll be hammering it from the back. Put cold chisel up against it. As I said, we're pushing out the inner bit now, this bit of the wheel bearing. 5 to 6 tons to push that out, push it back in. Just to make it easier, I'll put some weld spots on it, just for the cold chisel, as you can see down there, just for the cold chisel to hang on to. Take a club hammer, cold chisel. If you ain't got a welder at home, it's just a case of just working your way around. It just makes the process a bit slower. So it is. There it is. And that's that. As you can see, pushed out. There it is. Clean it up, bit of rag inside. Get all the shit out of it. Got a new ball bearing going back in there, and you've got all shit in it. That's it. If you look inside there, you can see it's nice and clean in there. So, and that's where your new wheel bearing is going to be sitting. As you can see, I've now brought it indoors to my kitchen. Let's turn the oven on. So, if I can work out which one's the oven, get my wife to do it. That's it. Oven's now on. Get your hub and just open the oven door. Stick it in the oven, and we'll leave it in there for 20 minutes, half hour, and we'll have a cup of tea. So in a minute that'll be in the drum, as easy as anything. Right, that's been in there nearly 30 minutes now. Make sure you put some oven gloves on to get it out, and got a bit of wood in there. Put some silver foil on it, because that drum is going to be hot. Here we go. There we go, that's nice and hot. Leave your drum there. Got the wheel bearing, and hopefully that wheel bearing will just drop straight in there. Here we go. There you go. Straight in. Right, just put this aside now, and make sure it's out of the way of people, because obviously it's really hot. And just leave it to cool down. Don't be tempted to cool it down with water. Put the drum back on. Put a new circlip in it that come in the box, and got the hub nut here. Let's screw back on. So hub nut on, 30mm socket again. That's back on. Don't forget to torque wrench this up as well. 175 Newton meters. That's it, done up. New dust cap. All it remains now is put the wheel on, take it for a test drive. Job done. Hope you enjoyed the video.